can just turn up at any point and do anything without anything.
You've not turned up at a 20 top placebo, you know, you've turned up at the banner. Yeah. And if you want to go down the route of...
These people are getting really desperate now. And as we see the Reform Party grow, the more the Liberal establishment will use everything at their disposal to shut them down. This is unbelievable. It's some council stewards trying to intimidate a man into moving his reform stall. He's just peacefully standing there and handing out reform leaflets at the side of a reform banner. Yet the heavies come over and try to tell him he's in a public space and he needs permission. Does anyone seriously think they'd be coming over and saying all that if it was Palestinian protesters or Green Party activists handing out leaflets? We see all sorts of stalls all the time in public places. Go to any town centre across the UK on a weekend and you'll see stalls of people promoting Islam, giving Qurans out, or pro-European Union stalls, or stop animal testing stalls. You name it, no one says a word as long as it's peaceful and doesn't cause an obstruction. They even said to him he's doing nothing illegal. He says, if you think I'm doing something wrong, then call the police. But until then, I'm not moving. They eventually just leave him alone and walk off. What happened is they saw a reform activist and thought, look, let's see if we can intimidate him into going away. It clearly didn't work. Reform has now got over 600 councillors elected after their momentous recent performance. And this video is exactly why people are voting for them.
Oh no, what we're doing is completely illegal.
Yeah, maybe public legal. I'm not saying what you're doing isn't illegal.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, even though it's a public space, it doesn't mean that you can just turn up at any point and do anything without anything.
You've not turned up at a 20 top placebo, you know, you've turned up at the banner. Yeah. And if you want to go down the route of, you know, causing restrictions in the footpath,
That's not what.
that's what your friend or your colleagues actually told me here, that we're in the way in the footpath. And if you look where I am, compared to where the prams are, here, there and everywhere, people in the footpath, we're not causing any restrictions. You've got cars parked over there. You know, for me, I'm not breaking the law, doing something that's perfectly legal.
Nobody's saying you're breaking the law. What I'm saying is, a place can be a public space, but you still need permission to do.
We don't need permission to do this.
You do, because it's a public space. You do.
Do you not think I've done my research before I turned up? We don't need permission to do this.
Because it's a.
Says who? Show me the rules.
Because it's not. This isn't. It's a public space, but it doesn't mean anybody can rock.
If you think I'm doing something wrong, I think you should phone the police, because I'm not moving. I don't believe I'm breaking any rules. I'm not prepared to take down the banner, and I'm not prepared to go. It's as simple as that. I'm doing something that's perfectly legal within the rules of the upcoming election, and I don't really think I'm causing anybody any issues. I'm not in anybody's way. We're here peacefully.
Look, that is irrelevant. At the end of the day, whilst this may be a public space, there is rules that are required. You need to be granted permission to do anything in this space. You do. Because effectively, it's like if you went.
Do us a favour. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. If you need to do something else to escalate this, you feel you need to do something. If you need to do something else, then you need to do. I'm not trying to be extra. You feel you need to do something.